So thanks to a commenter on one of the videos here on the channel, I've become aware of the little hidden items you can turn in the game. Now, I haven't collected any yet. So here's what happened. I posted a video a few days ago about building a road actually here on this map, and someone commented and said, hey, there's a little hidden truck there, and you can take these and sell them for 10 grand a piece. So today's video is, let's find some of these things and sell them and make some money. And in doing so, I know where a couple of them are. See, I've seen them, is the thing. I saw this comment, and I was like, hey, I've seen a hidden item like that before on a different map, so we're going to go collect these. And I remember I saw it and made a mental note. I was like, that looks out of place. Now, I didn't see this one. It would have been just out of the corner of my eye while I was making this video. I didn't see it. A very sharp-eyed viewer saw it. The other one I definitely saw. The point is, they're like little toy trucks. They definitely look out of place. And, yeah, so here we are. We're on the Incommunicado map. This is like the second kind of map that you do. Let's see, are we coming up on the right place? I think we will be here in a second. Where it's at is, it's in this trash yard right here. I believe it's actually on this trash pile, or this one. It's hard to say. I'll see it when we get there. So, yeah, we're going to find this, and then the other one I made note of, oh wait, where am I in relation to that? Okay. And the other one I made note of is on the other map, kind of on the same tier as this map on the screen, and that is Sunken map. And that one's going to be, well, I have to explore a little bit to get that one. I mean, I know where it's at, but it's very off-road. Sunken is a very, there's some twisty mountain roads that go off out in the middle of nowhere out there. All right, it's on top of one of these junk piles. I looked at his comment. He actually timestamped it in this comment where it was, but it was hard to tell exactly where in this garbage pile it is because everything here kind of looks the same. So we're looking for, it should be a pretty easy to spot little toy truck on top of some of this garbage here. There, I see it. Yeah, it's a little toy crane. I see it. I 100% see it. I don't think we need my supports. So apparently we take this and we sell it at the store place thing. Now, since I did the video here, I have 100% of this map, so I have everything unlocked. Yep, look at that. Let's pick this little guy up here. Whoa, it's a heavy little toy truck. So I'm going to keep my eye out for these. Now, someone else commented, I think it might have been on that same comment, someone else replied and said that apparently there's like barrels with wings on them that sell for even more. I don't know. I like to, so I figure all this stuff out myself, so I don't watch any of the guy videos or anything like that that may, like, I'll just drop it, that may give some of those locations. I just find it more fun to just figure everything out the old-fashioned way, you know? And so stuff like that I miss, but it makes it that much more rewarding when you go through and find it. So we got this little toy truck we're going to sell and make some money. Where is the shoppy place here? Boy, it's so quiet here. I got quiet for a minute while I'm getting out of this place, and if you listen real close, you can hear, I mean, the sounds in this game are just incredible. If you be real quiet, you can hear all the garbage, the junk in here creaking and groaning. This game has great ambient sound effects like that. Like also, you know, when you're near large structures like bridges or things like that, you can hear the wood and metal creaking, and in there you can literally hear you can hear the trees creaking. This game has great ambient sound effects. So I believe the construction depot, yeah, it's got a little shopping cart icon by it. It's right up here. And then we're going to head to this is Incommunicado. Then we're going to head to Sunken. And I saw one of these, there's a castle on that map. Way up in the mountains. I'm not sure how, I've only been there once. I don't remember, I'm not sure how this truck will get up there. We'll see. I could take the scout vehicle, but the scout vehicle, I don't want to tow this thing with a winch all the way back, so we're going to have to kind of take this. So how do we use this? Is it one of these? Yeah. Here we go. Open shop. And sell all. Wait. All right, that doesn't do anything. Okay, now, will this work? No? I was sure that would work. Is it? There we go. Okay, for some reason, there we go. Yeah, 10 grand. Okay. I probably cut some of that out because it took me a second. I pulled up with it and it wouldn't take it. Hang on, let me get this truck out of this thing. These annoying pop-ups in this game are just infuriating. Right, so I pulled up, it didn't take it, and the sell option didn't work, it said 0. I unstrapped it, tried again, nothing. I went to the yellow spot, tried the same thing, tried selling it, nothing. I tried unstrapping it, nothing. I tried putting it on the ground, nothing. I tried putting it on the ground, I don't know. You gotta do it just right. You gotta like, what did I finally do that worked? I don't know, whatever I just did, because I actually forget now. I tried like every combination, but it did eventually go, and yes, for 10 grand. So that was cool. Now, boy, that was like, I don't know. You got to do it just right. Yeah, because I tried it strapped and unstrapped. I tried it on the ground. Well, regardless, we got it to work. Let's go back to the hub here. We're going to swap to Sunken. I'm just really excited to find stuff like this. So we got 100%, 100%, 100%. Right now I'm 40 hours in. I think I just saw it. I think it said 39 hours. Does it say here? And yeah, 39 hours total play time. I'm really, really enjoying this. Really, really enjoying this. And I can't wait to get to those 3 maps over there. But right now we're here on Sunken. And here I just finished putting in the most insane power lines? Well, underground cables. I didn't know exactly how it wanted me to route them. So I ended up digging this road where I'm at here, like over the top of this mountain. This was insane right here. It wants, here, I'll just show you real quick because this is crazy. Here, power to this place, and the nearest power is here. And the best route I saw, and dude, this was like impossible. It was like really difficult. Was over this. I had to clear out like this whole forest of trees. What made it harder is I got through all this, clearing all these trees out. I bought some new special machinery to make it easier. And then I got here, and all these trees were uncuttable. And I started to think, wait, am I not supposed to go this way? All of these trees here, it's like a force field of uncuttable trees. I still got this thing through somehow. Right. Yeah, we got some new vehicles like that. Here, I'll show you these things. We got this picker-upper here, this tree loader. And then I got the matching harvester to go with it. So worth it. So worth it. Anyway, but we are here for a little truck toy. All right. Where's the castle? I've only been there once. I found it on an like accident. And just exploring when I hardly had anything uncovered on the map. I want to say it's got to be like this area here. Wow, when I found it, all of this stuff was still shrouded in fog, and it was just up here in the mountains. Like I had found none of that stuff up there. I found none of that. I was just up in the mountains and found this castle. All of this was still fog. Oh, it's probably the thing that says castle, do you think? Yeah, okay, sweet. How can we get there? We're gonna have to take the crane truck there. I mean, I guess, right? Oh, yikes. All right. This is going to be a journey. Is there any... Actually, yeah, you know, let me think here. There's a semi-shortcut. You see, we've got a vehicle that's actually out this way. We'll see. How do we get to that road? We get to that road there. Here. We've got this guy right here. Is about halfway out there. So yeah, I guess we're just going to get this somewhat close to where we have room to recall the crane truck. Of course, we're going to have to drive it back. I'm trying to think. I guess I got time. I got time on the way out there to think if there's any quicker way that we can get that thing back, but I don't think so. So in the comment that mentioned the barrels with wings, I would have showed the comment on the screen. I don't know, it said that they're worth apparently 40 grand a piece. Let's make sure we're going the right way here. So that's something I definitely want to keep my eye out for. Now, are we taking, yeah, we're taking this low road. Right? Yeah, because I don't think the high road, what is that? It's like going to like a mine or something. You know, that might be worth exploring. What is that? That just disappears into the mountain. You know, I would almost say that's worth checking out. I mean, it's kind of a detour. It's kind of out of the way. I'm really curious what's in there. Yeah, for the Sunken map here, I did the whole lower portion of the map, and I thought that was the whole map until I came up here. And when I came up here across, because there's only, well, at first there's no bridges. You have to build the bridges. So as of now, I've built 2 bridges up here. Once you come up here, this whole place, this was my first exposure to this place, and I thought this was the entire map. But then as I open it more, I see there's actually just whole entire, like, there actually is a whole city up here. There's all kinds of stuff up here. But when I came up to this northern part of the map, just this was the first stuff I explored, and so I kind of thought this is all there was to the map. Alright, it's literally just a caved-in mine. Nothing to see here. But now I wonder how many of these things there are on the maps. You know, I could Google it and find out, but... And I probably will eventually, but I like to put that off as long as possible. You know, when I know there's secrets on a map, I'll spend as long as humanly possible trying to figure it out myself. Stretch out the fun and make it last. Make sure we're going the right way here. Yeah. Yeah, just keep following this road down here. Okay, I see the castle up there. This is not too hard to get to. The road kind of disappears there, but this is all pretty easy. We'll find a clear spot here, and then we'll call in the crane truck. I figured since this thing was already like halfway here, right? And this truck is pretty fast, honestly. If you're not in low gear, this truck is actually pretty quick. It moves pretty good. Alright, so I don't do this much. That. Now we gotta find the thingy. And it's probably deployed. Oh, there it is. That be it right there. Recall, is that it? Yeah, that's it. There we go. And luckily, it had its anchors deployed. Imagine if I'd called it in like this, and it rolled down the mountain before I could get into it. Which I believe they will do. I believe I have called things in on a slope, and I believe I have had them... Yes, I have had them roll away before I could get in them. Alright, so in this castle, there is a toy truck of some sort. I don't think it's a crane like we picked up in the other map. So, yeah, that tells me there's you know, more than one on per map, which would be the assumption. But we found a crane there. There's a different truck here. So there's probably... I couldn't guess how many, but there's going to be several, or a few, right, at least per map. At least, I don't know, at least 5 or 10. Yeah, this is like a little toy Tonka truck thing here. I saw this and I made a note of it because, well, it's odd. It stands out. But they put it in a really out-of-the-way place. Now, we got to get it to the shoppy, and I don't know where that's at here. Because I had been to the one on Incommunicado before. I've been to the one here, too, to be fair, because you have to unlock it. I scarcely remember that. Wait, where's my straps? Okay, well, it says it's strapped. Yeah, I assume it is. It's not rolling around. Okay. Alright, so we need to get back to civilization. I think the easiest way to do it is going to be, let's take the road that we took out here. That's going to be like step 1. That'll take us to right here. From right here, we have access to... Because I think the shoppy is going to be over here. I think it's in this area here. Yeah, actually, it's kind of right in the middle. It's right here by the port. Imagine, I mean, if this... Okay, so imagine if this thing slid off this cliff. Let's not... think about it too hard, but if that were to happen, this game saves. Everything you do is persistently saved, right? See, there's no scum saving. You can't just reload and try again. If this thing falls off the cliff, that little toy truck goes down with me. I'd have to fish it out. That's one thing I like about this game, is there's no do-overs. If you, and I have lost stuff off a cliff. On this map, in fact, I've got about four concrete slabs I lost off a cliff when my truck slid down a slope. And I don't think I can get them. They're there, you know. You lose it on this game, and you got to recover, you know, whatever it is. So if we lost this truck off a cliff, we'd have to send, whoops, 1 second here, a pretty serious rescue operation after it. This truck is not the best off-roader, but it's got one advantage. Though it doesn't have a winch, it's got a crane. We get, you know, if we got stuck, and I think I've done this before, use the crane as an impromptu winch. We've got a long way ahead of us, but I've checked the map. I think the best thing to do is we gotta take this road all the way to here, This power substation. From here, we should be able to find. We'll find our way from there, but I think that's the way to go. Wow. There's lots of ways to get around in the game. Like, for instance, earlier, you know, grab the service, you know, the field service vehicle and pull it somewhere, recall, you know, and teleport trucks to it. Like, for instance, the reason I had that service vehicle out was because I was laying power cables in a really tricky to reach location. So I used it to call an entire fleet of vehicles out on top of that mountain to lay those cables, right? Then there's, you know, calling trucks to different bases that you own. There's lots of ways to skip around on the map. But when you have an item that needs to be transported from point A to point B, well, it's got to be transported. I wish I could take it with the scout vehicle. I mean, I could attach it to the winch and drag it, but I don't know. It could slow me down. It could get caught on stuff. Anything could happen. Oh, we're getting close to the power substation. Here's where I laid that cable. I don't like to lay cable under the road, but I remember this particular place, there was no other, had no choice. Right here, had no choice because it's, it wasn't going through there. I mean, but anyway, I may have to fix that, I don't know. We are now at the power substation. Alright, so from here, we could take this road down to the quarry, or mine, salt mine, and from there, well, this is the first place I went up here, so I know that this should go to the bridge. Yeah, that's going to be the way to do it. And then this will be this will have been a fun adventure. That's, that'll be $46,000 that I've got here on the map. I buy some kind of new vehicle with that. I love when I get money for a vehicle in this game, because the shop where you buy the vehicles, it's so deliciously tasty. Those vehicles, I love shopping for those vehicles because they all look so cool. I mean, they all look so cool. I love when I'm trying to decide, ooh, what do I get to buy today? Do we buy, you know, this thing with tracks, or do we get to buy this thing with a huge crane, or, you know, or even like, what is this thing, you know, with the huge wheels? Okay, now here, probably gonna want to look at the map again. I think I can follow from here. All right, we are out of that salt pit. Should see the bridge up here. Once we get across the bridge, then we just got to figure out, actually, it won't be far then, because the port, I think, is up here in between the two bridges, and it's just south of the port. Probably, we might just be able to follow the icon, because this road, we got this road paved up here. All right, we made it to the shop. Now, I believe we dropped it off on the, crap, I can't even remember now. Was it on the yellow or was it in the green? I think it was on the green, actually. But I do know it had to be on the crane. I can't work the crane half the time. I think it's my controller. There we go. Now, okay, there we go. So it's got to be on the ground, detached from the crane. There we go, 10 grand. All right, guys, and now we know to keep an eye out for those things. So if you didn't know, now you know, because, well, I didn't. So I hope you enjoyed that little journey to get those two trucks. That's 46 grand. That gives us to buy something cool. So thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to go buy me a cool truck. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you've seen any of these other things, yeah, and if you haven't seen those, that's where those two are. We're going to find something really cool to buy here that I don't have. Guys, I'll have another video up here soon. We'll be doing something fun. So be sure to stay tuned and subscribe if you're not. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.